building. High priestess in the building, didn't let my fears kill me. Transmuted my pain in that cleanse in the rain. Down out, I was worth it and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became.
That's your power. That's your superpower. When people are looking for, when they walk this journey and they're looking for this magical, whatever it is, this thing that they think is going to come down to them, they discount intuition. And it's probably one of the most powerful things that you will ever be able to open up. And everybody has it.
Right.
Everybody has it. But you have so many people that they're looking for the chupacabra of whatever it is. And they're missing just the basics, the simple of your journey and the things that really are going to open you up and help you connect with not only your ancestors, but the universe.
Right.
Like there's so much more expansion.
Right.
But we, we're looking for this little thing, this little spell or this little thing. And it's like, it's a waste of time. You're going to miss so much.
True shit. So one of the last things I want to ask you or say is just what keeps you going in your path? What keeps you, because there's times where it's frustrating. There's times where it's a lot of sacrifice. There's times where it's not as fucking fireworks and like people think. What keeps you going?
100% my spirits. 100%. I don't always understand them. I don't always understand the path that we're going. But they have blessed me abundantly. And I'm not talking about money, not just money. They've done some things with money too. The quality of my life has changed because of my interaction with them. And I'm so grateful for that. And there's so many people that are being able to be helped, and not just through my doing, because I'm a channel at this point. That's all I feel like I am, is that I'm just facilitating energy. I'm not making anything magical happen. I'm just literally introducing you to something that's going to take you to that next level. But they guide me. They give me so much. And the days when I am tired and I'm like, I don't want to do service, the days that I'm upset and I'm like, I don't want to do service. Because, I get petty. I'm a Libra. I get petty. I'm like, I don't want to fuck with y'all today. And then I go back, I'm sorry. Right. I don't want to do that. Because I have to, because sometimes, you flip and you got to bring yourself back. Like, let me get back.
We're human, right?
Exactly. I'm human. But I think that has been the main thing, the biggest thing that has really just kind of pulled me and kept me going. And I'm so excited about where the journey, because I don't know everything. I'm an old mambo. It takes 7 years to make a mambo. And even coming into it, I'm like 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 years in, but I started into a different house. So to me, that's like literally starting over.
Right.
There's so much by the time that I get in my 60s or 70s that I'm going to know and that I'm going to learn. And that's what I'm excited about. And that's what's making me just want to walk the path to see where you take me. Where am I going to end up? And I'm excited about it. Got my lipstick peeling on me. But I'm excited, and I met some amazing people. I met you. I have connected with so many people. And I think that when people meet me, and if you really get to know me, I'm like down to earth. I'm really like, the most down to earth person that you're gonna meet. This is, it really is what it is. Once I get off of here, I'm gonna, wipe some of this lipstick off and go do laundry.
Right.
I have met some amazing, empowered women that have shown me that I'm still learning from. And I love it. And not to say men, I'm pro women. And I see so much in women, and I think it's because there's this energy that I don't know if people feel it in this world right now. The patriarchy has had their time.
Oh, yes.
Now I feel like there's some divine energy that needs to come in, and I see these women rising. And it's freaking amazing. I'm so glad I get to see it in my lifetime.
Yes.
I'm so glad. So that stuff like that really, like, it's just like, I'm stoked for this
Right.
female energy that's just fixing to blow this fucking world up.
And no shade, men. We have like what 3% men who actually listen.
Y'all can
No,
carry the water. I don't have nothing against that.
I do believe in, I know part of my purpose is to join forces with amazing women in this life and our voices to be heard on another level, because our that divine feminine presence is needed. It's been shut
Oh,
down so
absolutely.
long. And we do got to come back. We do have to bring that balance back. And that's part of what I'm doing and who I am, is that purpose of bringing us together, because we all have these beautiful voices and journeys that we've been through. And that whole thing that you just said, that we can learn from each other, that
Oh,
is the
yeah.
biggest thing, because people get so stuck in what they think they know. And it's like, well, you don't know
Ego.
shit.
Let the ego, my biggest thing that I would tell women right now, especially in a spiritual community or as you're growing or as you're
Mhm.
on this journey, your sister is not your enemy. She
Right.
should
Oh,
not be your enemy. We should be helping each other. We should, if I can only take you so far, then the next sister comes and she takes you on.
right,
But we have people that want to be everything.
right,
They don't want to play the position. They want to be everything, or they want to go to the top, and maybe that is not my position. I'm
right,
cool with my position. If it's just like right here, this
right,
is where we're going to be.
right,
Once I get you past this, then you can move on. And when you get where you need to be, I'm
right.
clapping for you because I
Cheering you
know.
on. Yes.
But
Yes.
the ego fucks us up.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that in on Facebook. I've been on Facebook for 3 years in my spiritual seat. And unfortunately, I've dealt with a lot of catty people that just don't want to do that. They don't want to work together. It's that I got to be better than you. I have to outshine you. And it's like, you're
Straight
you,
ego.
I'm me. We're two different people. There's no need for comparison and competition. You know what I mean? It's like you're everyone is, I feel like a lot, and unfortunately, that is, I call a lot of women out on it, because even in the outside of spiritual world, there's a lot of catty. I need to be better than you. I need to talk down to you. I need to make you
Yeah.
feel less than me, because, that's how unfortunate a lot of women act. And I don't understand it. I hope that women start to change and understand, if we don't change it, we will always be less than. If we don't start
Yeah.
to change the way we treat each other, we will always be
And
less
it's not a
than.
connection with spirit. I mean, like you say, it has, and when you go into the corporate community and things like that, because it's a competitive community, there's a place
Right,
for that. There
right,
really is, because there has to be a leader.
right,
People are trying to build up, but there's still teams that
right,
raise these people up. You're not
right,
doing this by yourself. And I think when you start getting into your mind that you are everything and you are the sole one that can do it, then you're misguided. A lot of people get on me because they're like, you're always sharing other readers and people on your page, and
right.
it's chaotic. And I'm like, no, my page is very structured. I know exactly what I'm doing.
It's
I,
like,
I know you're telling me what I'm doing on my page. I know exactly
right,
what I'm doing. I
right,
was blessed when I was down here. A
right,
female lifted me up and
right,
she gave me an opportunity. So
right,
what I'm doing is I'm giving everybody an opportunity. Whether they stay on the page, go and do what they want to do, is not my problem.
right,
I'm doing what I feel led to do, and we have to, but we can do it without competing with each other. There's
right.
plenty for everybody.
Right. I'm like, soon as you take, I think that's when you really get into your divine essence as a feminine power, right? When you step out of that thinking that you need to compete with the people next to you, especially on the spiritual level. I'm like, why? Everyone, we all do similar shit, but we all do it differently. Why?
Right,
If I have this and I'm doing this, I'm not afraid to say, okay, I know someone that can probably help you better than me. I love networking for me.
right.
I don't want to be everything where yeah, I do a lot of shit, but I still can refer you to some beautiful people. you know,
Why
I'm not scared to
not?
say I learned from this person. People are scared to say that they learned from you. It's like, yeah, like you just miraculously woke up the next day.
Yeah, and I don't get that either because I give every mentor that I have ever encountered their props, even the ones I don't fuck with anymore. I
Right,
give
right,
them their
right,
props because they did teach me, and I think that's the respectful thing to do.
right.
But I think when you allow yourself to start drinking the Kool-Aid
Mm,
that you are a force unto yourself, you still have your ancestors that are pushing you through. You still have other spirits that
right,
walk with you that are pushing you through. You didn't do this by yourself.
right,
And I think when doors open, why not bring other people in with you? Why not? Why
right,
not? You know, but it's something that I think, unfortunately, people are going to have to learn. And some are going to learn the hard way. They
right.
really will. But
Yeah,
no, keep doing what you're doing. Keep being a voice for the community. We need it.
yeah.
We definitely need it.
Hell yeah. I'm like, I've been the same. I've done the same. I open my platform to a lot who have, betrayed me, and it's okay. And
Yeah.
people wonder why I still do it, or when I have a whole group that I had created, and I still have approved readers, and I will still do the same thing. I will have people on there, and when they do what they do, depending on the offense, you'll not see them again, or you'll see them again. That's kind of how I roll, because there is a thing called forgiveness, and I can't preach and talk and not walk the walk. I can't talk and say this of what we need to do and not be able to stand and say, okay, but there's levels. There's levels of disrespect
Oh,
that I will forgive
absolutely.
you, but you will never sit at this fucking table again.
Yes, me and you on the same page with that because I can forgive and I can forget. I can to a certain point.
Right.
But if the disrespect is to a certain point, you
Mm-hmm.
will never fuck with me again in life.
Nope.
Ever. And
Nope.
unfortunately, you have some people that take it to that level.
Right.
It's crazy to me that you would want to, but you have some people,
Yeah.
but you have to be careful too,
Mm,
because there are people out there that do know stuff
yeah.
and they will fuck people up,
Mm,
and it's people like, I don't want to be threatened or whatever, but you don't know who walks with a person on their spiritual posse.
you don't.
You
You
have to be
don't.
really careful. So I would always tell people, at least try to be respectful.
Right.
Try to do things the right
Right.
way, because the flip side of that could really mess your life up. And I've seen
Right.
it. I've seen it with people, and
Mm,
but they call that to themselves.
right. Right.
So
I truly believe in what you're saying on that, because you don't know. I think, and that's the ego part, where you need to step out of your ego and stop thinking that it's your team, because on the other side, the teams know what's right and what's wrong. The teams know what they can and cannot, and maybe what they
yes,
shouldn't get into, because sometimes they're like, oh no, we're going to let you fall because now you're just being an ass,
yeah,
and your team steps aside like, oh, okay, so you want to step in that energy. All right, let's let you do that. I've actually seen people get what I consider karma real quick from some shit that they've done to me, and not because I wished it, not because nothing. And I think that's what people don't realize, is that you look
no,
at someone, you assume something, but you don't know what their purpose in this life is. You don't know who's guiding them. You don't know who's protecting them,
none
and
of
you're
that.
just going off of the emotions of right now. Me, I respect everyone. You're not going to get disrespect unless you have disrespected me. And
Unless
I
you
don't
hold
do
that hard.
revenge. I don't even waste my energy on revenge. You can fucking keep that shit. Go ahead, wave.
No,
I'm like,
but you're
waste your
right.
time. You
You're
know.
right. There's certain things I think 100% are a waste of energy. And then on the flip side, you come from a lineage of Santeria, which is not the most forgiving tradition out there. So no matter how
Right.
forgiving you want to be,
Mm-hmm.
your great grandma or great great uncle or whoever practiced may
Right.
be like disrespect, and they
Right.
want to rectify that. And people, they tend to kind of, oh, she's not a priestess, or no, she doesn't have a title. You don't have to have one. You have
Mm-hmm.
that blood. You
Yep.
have that blood. And so I tell people all the time, don't get it twisted.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of hoodoo workers to this day that live in the country that have, no electricity. They in
Right.
the backwoods, but their bloodline is
Right.
powerful.
Right.
It's a whole different ball game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you definitely have to come into it with that being respectful,
Mhm.
and But that goes down to character, though, what we've been saying, that goes
Oh
down
yeah.
to your character and who you are, and I think, again, all of this shit, this social media shit, it shows who a person's character is. A little bit of followers, and you will truly see somebody change, and you're like,
Oh,
"Woo!"
100%. I've
Now
seen
you're
it.
you're a fucking god over here, like, "Okay, you go do you."
Yes. What was it? Somebody I was following, and I don't even think they have their social media anymore. Um, but they got into an argument or something with a person,
Mm.
and they were literally like telling this person, like, you don't know who the fuck I am, you don't know who I am, you don't know
Oh,
what my
Lord.
spirits were. And his spirits came, and I mean, he completely disappeared from social
I bet.
media. He lost a job, he lost a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm like, damn, like what happened? And this was within a week.
Right,
So this didn't take a long time for whatever spirits, whether this was his own spirits correcting him
right,
or somebody else's spirits
right,
correcting him. But I was just like, yeah, didn't mean a damn thing,
right,
because everything that he had was wiped out.
right.
It quickly. So I'm like, yeah, I don't play.
No, I was working and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became.